Hey friends, Ernie from Trader of Futures channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that's extremely important. And I've gotten a lot of comments from my last video, although I didn't get as many views as I had hoped. And maybe that's because I didn't ask people to share. But this one, you have to share this video. You have to. Because this one is about getting skin in the game. I mean, the term skin in the game is it's often attributed to Warren Buffett. It's an important concept, especially when we're on the precipice of an economic and cultural revolution. And I'm not saying that lightly. And I know that Greg has also alluded to this. And he's told you that, look, forget about what Jamie Dimon is saying. Forget about what the central banks are saying. You gotta start looking at Bitcoin. Not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is nothing but an implementation of the underlying technology. And this is where you need to get skin in the game. You need to become familiar with it, and it's for your own good. Not only from a monetary point of view, but from a, I guess, survivalist point of view. And I'll explain in just a minute. Now, so having skin in the game means that you're prepared to get down and dirty, right? You're prepared for whatever it takes, or whatever there might be, any obstacle that gets in your way, as well as taking on any accolades. Of course, that's really the whole point of getting skin in the game. I mean, what it really means is that you're serious and committed to winning or achieving or getting over the hump. I mean, let's face it, you can't win the game if you don't play. But I can tell you this one thing, you'll certainly be a loser, and there's a great deal to lose if you don't get skin in the game. So what the hell am I talking about? I'm talking about cryptocurrencies, but more importantly, things like Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, and 1,000 or so more serious companies and startups, as well as Fortune 5s to Fortune 1000s, they're all getting skin in the game. And this all comes down to not just cryptocurrencies, but it will tie directly into something much bigger. And that is the IoT, or Internet of Things. Now, I don't know if you've read much about this, but this is kind of like, putting the internet or networks into virtually everything that is around us. And blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies, more specifically the tokens that are created through blockchain technology, are going to be instrumental in literally thousands of new advances in technology and the way things happen in our lives. So what's so interesting about some digital fake money? I mean, it's just a way for governments to enslave us, right? I mean, it's some kind of master plan from the central banks to hook us, to drag us down into servitude, isn't it? I mean, that's what I'm hearing. Okay, so I'm going to dispel these conspiracy theories. Now, last week I talked about how scared the central bankers are about Bitcoin and blockchain technology. And then we see Jamie Dimon engaging in this disinformation campaign where he's calling Bitcoin a fraud. And then there's Christine Lagarde of the IMF, and she's sending mixed messages, mostly fear-mongering, but secretly embracing the technology by holding these secretive meetings all along this. And we see that. Now, why are they so concerned? Why don't they just introduce their own crypto and shove it down everyone's throat? Well, there are two answers to that. One is that they're going to attempt to, and then the other is that they can't. The fundamental way cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies work is completely antithetical to everything that those central controllers are all about. Right? Hence the name central banks. That's what they live off of. They require central authority. I mean, China is cracking down on Bitcoin and miners and ICOs because, well, they can because they have a closed society. But only for so long. It's already in the hands of way too many people. I mean, it's like everyone's been handed their own personal stash of kryptonite. And I'm totally serious about this. And I'm sure many of you have heard about the AC chain and how it's going to start this digital enslavement, fully backed by the Chinese government, completely eliminating the need for cash and trying to involve every aspect of our lives into the central authority. Or the SDR, the special drawing rights, created by the IMF as a way to embrace all currencies in some kind of special basket of currencies. Again, through centralized control. Now, the AC chain and the SDR, they're all, believe it or not, are also being fashioned or refashioned on blockchain technology. Now, of course, these central control monsters, they're trying to scare us away from Bitcoin and blockchain and demonize the thousands of individuals and companies providing a growing number of solutions for what amounts to a decentralized world. This thing that I mentioned earlier, this Internet of Things, this technology is going to play a key role and envelop and create new technologies that you can't even imagine right now that are definitely going to change our society. And let me tell you, that whole decentralized philosophy, it scares the hell out of them. And it should. But if you think that you're just a pawn and a nothing burger, and that you're going to get swept up in their massive power grab, then maybe your fears are correct. Maybe you shouldn't do anything. Maybe you should also demonize blockchain and cryptocurrencies because you're afraid of it. But if you get some skin in the game and learn about these technologies and how they're being created and refuse to participate in that central authority's master plan of disinformation, there's absolutely nothing that they can do about it. Because you're going to be part of a kind of a guerrilla warfare movement operating in the shadows but completely out in the open. So decentralized with a singular purpose. I mean, you'll be impossible to catch. Will be impossible to catch or enslave or control if we don't buy into their centralized tools. But it all starts with you educating yourself and stop sticking your head in the sand and waiting for the monsters to come for you. I mean, this is what a conspiracy theories do to people. It's you know, this disinformation is a tool of these central authority bastards. They want to keep you confused and disoriented and unsure. I mean, that's the plan. Then use our thing. You don't have to. I mean, our country was founded on a decentralized principle, giving rights to the individual, then to the state, first, not to the central government. And our government does everything that they can to try to reel in those rights and that authority. And us as citizens, we're constantly trying to push them back. This is a technology that embraces everything that is about, that decentralization. And if you have the power, if you use your personal kryptonite and join the millions of people that will be operating on their own decentralized economy, then the central authorities will have no power over you. So I plead with you, get skin in the game now. And I'm more than willing to help you out with this task. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be developing a whole program around this that I'm going to be talking about very soon. But what I have done, and I mentioned it last time in the previous video, is that I created a website, and it's called juntocoin.com. It's nothing more than curated articles from around the web talking about this stuff. And I think that's a really good place to start. Start by at least getting your mind in the game. But what I'm going to show you now, actually I'm going to be going for a walk right now with the dogs, but when I come back, I'm going to do a little tutorial about how you can start getting your skin in the game. Seriously. I look at it as, you know, survival. That's what it is. It's survival. This is going to be, and the technologies that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are built on is going to be the next revolution. It's the next internet. And if you're going to just stick your head in the sand and play into these central authority fearmongers and this disinformation campaign and all these conspiracy theorists that are arguing against me about, you know, the value of cryptocurrencies, then you're going to lose. You lose by not participating. All right. I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, I'm back from my walk, and here are the doggies. That's Neo, and there's Obi. Hi, Obi. All right. All right, so now we're going to have to, we're going to tell you how to get some skin in the game. Excuse my garb, but I'm sweating. Okay, first of all, you're going to need to, the very first thing you need to do is you need to get yourself a digital wallet. And so I want you to go get an account on Coinbase. That's Coinbase.com. It's both an exchange and a digital wallet. And from there, you're going to be able to purchase Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. These are the three most popular digital currencies. Everything in the crypto world is super secure. So in order to be able to use Coinbase, you're going to need a two-step verification tool. Now, a two-step verification tool, if you have ever been in IT or if you have ever been in the very highly secure government installation or anything like that, they had this two-step verification in everything that you did. You put in your password and your username, and then you had this kind of hardware key that was constantly rotating a code, and then you would get challenged with that code and have to put that in. Now, this has now come to the web, and this has come to cryptocurrencies, and it will soon come to virtually every website, any kind of financial website that you use, if you want to maintain the ultimate in security. And this is going to be part of your life, two-step verification. Now, the easiest tool to use, in my opinion, is the Google Authenticator. It installs right on your phone. It's both Android and iOS. Now, the two-step authentication is something you're going to have to get used to because it's going to become a really big part of your life in the very near future. So you might as well get skin in the game now. Now, once you've set up Coinbase, I want you to buy some Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Do what I did. I just bought $30 of each, very small little stake, but I then had skin in the game, and that's the key. In doing that, you're going to learn how to actually purchase some digital currencies or and use blockchain technology and understand the whole two-step verification and all that stuff. You're going to start immersing yourself in this. This is how you're going to get the skin in the game. And I'll be providing more information as time goes on to help you get further and further because, well, and I'll tell you that in a second. So like in future videos, I'll talk more about digital wallets, for instance. Coinbase.com is a web-based wallet. Now, there are desktop wallets. That means they're like applications. They're more secure than web-based wallets, but they're still not the most secure. There's phone-based wallets. In fact, once you get a Coinbase account, you can get a Coinbase wallet. Just download that into your phone, and then you can set up your wallet right there. And that is way more secure than a web-based or an application-based, desktop-based wallet. But the most secure is a hardware-based, like the Tezor and others, that is actually a device. And it's separate from the web. It may have a USB connection to your computer or whatever, and that's where you'll store all of your information. And they are by far the most secure. And there's one more thing. I want you to go to and start investigating these digital currencies. Not only digital currencies, but there are non-currency companies out there, and they're doing a wide variety of things. So go to coinmarketcap.com or coincap.io and check out the top 100 cryptos in each. Now look at both the non-currency crypto companies as well as the currency-based ones. The non-currency, you're going to be absolutely flabbergasted at the variety of different applications that these guys are into. I mean, look at the industries that they're in and read their white papers. I mean, you're going to get an incredible education on the future of technology and how it's going to infiltrate and complement virtually every part of our lives. All right? So, okay, that is all. I want you to get skin in the game, my friends. Do it now.